What's up, everybody?
Oh.
Look at who it is. It's your girls gone green.
Hey, I'm Tracy.
And I'm Donna.
And this is
Natty Bumpercar.
Oh,
What's
and
going on, guys?
You ready, Natty? We have to sing our song because you know our song. I know you've watched the show so many times. You ready, Natty?
Well, hold on, because I'm really confused. Because normally there's one blonde, but which one of you is which?
Well, I'm Donna Vee.
And I'm Tracy Locke.
Well,
And you're Natty Bumpercar.
Which one plays golf?
Oh, that
We
one.
both do.
Oh, yeah, we both do. But she's
I know
better
that
than
was.
I am.
See.
She's definitely
See?
better. This way. All right, get ready.
Okay.
You guys ready? Because we don't want to throw everybody off. Here we go.
No,
we
we don't.
are Girls Gone
Girls
Green.
Gone
Come
Green.
on, Natty. Come and
Come
see your
and
live with
see
Natty
your live.
Bumpercar.
Quarantine.
Girls
Gone Green.
Not
We're
green.
in quarantine,
Green.
but we still go far because we're
Girls
Gone
Gone
Green.
Green.
That was good, Natty. You
I,
did a nice
I got
job.
confused with the actual words.
Give it up for Natty Bumpercar. You don't need to know anything but Girls Gone Green, Natty. We're so excited to have you here.
Ah,
Turn off
there
my
he
air
is.
conditioner.
Oh my gosh. We're so excited you are here. You're a new business owner. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, talk
Oh.
about that.
Should we talk about that?
We should. Tell everybody.
By the
a little
way,
bit
my
about
mother here says hi, Natty. Frank Simon says hello, Donna, Tracy, and Natty.
Hi. It's nice to hear from them. Yeah, I started making yogurt.
it. How did that come about?
I don't know. I have a friend who has a coffee shop,
Okay.
and then independently of that, I was like, I want to figure out how to make yogurt. And because everybody's making bread, and I tried that, and I was like, maybe yogurt. And so then I just started messing with recipes and kind of settled on one that I liked, and it was simple enough, and it takes like 8 hours to make, and then another 8 hours for cure or set or whatever.
Right.
And so I made some, and then I took it over to my friend, and I was just like, "Hey, give this a try." And he was like, "Okay." And then he ate it, and he was just like, "You got to sell this." And I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, that's more than I was expecting."
Wow.
And so then he's like, "You got to brand it with something bumper car,
right.
Natty Bumper Yo or whatever." And I tried, and there's just nothing that I could figure out. And so I started throwing around silly words. It just sounded fun, and I ended up with Yum Ya.
I love Yum Ya, and I love your logo.
Oh, you like the little logo?
I love your little logo. Are you kidding me? It's like so bright and festive and cool. And
You don't have any with you right now. I know we're putting you on the spot, the Yum Ya spot.
I don't have any because it's all at the shop. It's at Cedar Beans Coffee Joint in Cedar Grove, New Jersey.
and how are sales? Is it going well?
Every time I make it, it sells out, which is stressful because then I have to make more and
That's
then more.
amazing. It's not
I need to
stressful.
go to Cedar Beans and get some.
You should get some.
Okay, wait.
Uh,
Say that again where it is, because you two know where it is, but I don't know where it is.
Oh, so it's in Cedar Grove, New Jersey,
Mm-hmm.
in Essex County, and it's at 575 Pompton Avenue at a little place called Cedar Beans Coffee Joint.
Awesome. And it's
And
Yum Ya yogurt.
Yum ya. Yeah. It's
And
just
does it
yum
come
ya.
in different flavors? Like, how does it work?
So it's like a parfait, and right now the base is it's just vanilla,
Mhm.
and then what has it been? It's been a blueberry compote on top of that.
That's my
So
favorite.
all homemade, and then granola, which I have to buy because I haven't figured out the granola yet. I'm still trying to figure out my recipe for that.
Oh,
Look at you!
I
That's
know.
what-
She's good. She's
that's
really good.
very-
We've become very technically savvy
I
during this
can
quarantine,
tell.
especially
You
Donna.
know who helped me with that?
Who?
You, Natty.
I did.
You did. You introduced me to all this streaming stuff months ago.
And this is my fault that you haven't been off stream in 151 days.
Isn't it great?
Where's Donna? I don't know.
Go
Check the
online.
internet.
You'll find her. She's somewhere online, somewhere.
So the plan is that we're gonna make more flavors, like a lemon curd,
Ooh.
kind of a raspberry coulis, just like different like
Yes.
fanciness.
You're going to do seasonal, right? Because it's
That
a
is
homemade
fancy.
product. That's brilliant. See, smart.
And then, but
smart
the
man.
base of the yogurt for right now is going to stay the same. But at some point, we're going to do like a matcha base or a chai base.
So smart.
See?
Wow.
And
What if you become rich with Yum Ya over this? Wouldn't that be insane? This
it would
quarantine.
it would kind of drive me nuts. It would be like going to a show and doing all crowd work and doing really well,
Right.
and then going into material that you actually wrote and have been working on, and they were like, we don't actually want that. That's how I feel like it would feel.
Really? I think well, Yum Ya will free you up to do other stuff, whatever you want once you get it rolling. See, it's like look at it as your Patreon.
Ooh, I like that a lot. You know, our friend Sherry, she's always asking every time I post about it, she says, I would like a shirt. And I'm like, hey, let me get a little bit more under my feet before I actually start making merch for this thing.
Well, hey, you never know.
I don't know. You can put the cart before the horse, or the horse before the cart, or the shirt before the.
I don't have a cart or a horse at this point.
But you have the product.
You're going to be able to buy both.
I do have a ring light that I got just for this.
Hey, now look at you.
Which is weird since I just found out about this about 3 hours ago. But
oh wow, but you got it for that. Well,
but
I'm
still,
impressed. Well, you've got to start doing Yum Ya Press. So
Yum Ya. Yeah. And Sherry's here, and she's so excited that you mentioned her. Yeah. My mother said you should go on Shark Tank.
No, I shouldn't. Because they would ask me questions.
Yeah, Christopher Estrite says, "What's up?
How are you, Christopher?"
Daria's here, guys.
Oh, what's up, Daria?
She's so sweet.
Look at you.
Dawn is here.
Hey.
And my brother wants to know, where did you come up with the name?
In here. It was so my hair, it's like, remember the 1970s on cartoons, there'd be like a bear and anytime anyone in the cartoon needed something, he would stick his hand in his hair and pull it out. That I did that. I pulled out Yum Ya.
So you know you can't cut your hair now, Natty. You know that. It's like Samson.
So next week we're actually going on vacation, and but it's going to be a weird socially distanced vacation. And one of the activities is I'm going to let my children shave me.
They are
serious?
Yeah.
Where'd you come up with that?
So my friend Donna Vee and I came up with an idea where we would do a benefit, like a fundraiser, where she's live streaming and I'm live streaming, and she's directing the children on how to cut my hair. Yep. And as we're doing this, people are donating money to whatever cause we figured out.
Oh, okay.
Now, this was 3 months ago that we had discussions on this, and then life kind of
intense.
Yeah. And then I think we were going to try to squeeze it in the week before Salon Gossip opened back up, and it just didn't work out. And now my hair is getting longer and longer, and every time my wife sees me, which is now several times a day, she says something along the lines of, you're gonna cut your hair, right? And I go, I don't know. We'll see.
I really like it.
I like it. I think you look like Natty Bumper Ross, or like, like
you look very hepcat, like very cool jazz.
And with these,
yes.
Here's
very
a weird
hipster.
Thing. You've only ever known me without glasses, but now if I take my glasses off, like I don't. My face needs glasses now.
Yeah, you look very hipster with the glasses. I like the whole look.
You look like a yogurt maker with the glasses.
You look like a vegan yogurt maker from Boulder, Colorado.
I like the accent, yogurt.
Yeah,
you look like a vegan yogurt maker.
I was going to say yogi, but yogurt came out.
You know what you look like? You look very cultured.
Oh, God.
I don't understand. Good. What do you mean?
Oh, my God. I love it. Brian Ostrowski, he's an author. He wrote, "It's good to see Yakov going to come back."
What's going on, Brian?
You're brilliant.
Oh, that's great. I love that.
Now, what do the boys think of Yum Ya? Are they very excited over this product?
My older one actually enjoys it and eats it. The younger one will have nothing to do with it, but that's okay. He's not into yogurt and fruit and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but the other one, he eats it and he likes it. And he actually will go, because I have to make it at Cedar Beans because they have like the right kitchen and everything.
Right.
And so he'll like come and hang out with me when because like I go, it takes like half an hour to make, and then I leave, then I come back in 8 hours. It's like a lot of back and forth, and he likes to go along for the ride.
Oh, so that's cool. Yum and Son.
Yeah, Yum and Son. Ooh, speaking of and Son, I don't know if you guys know, but every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the children and I help out with a show called Hanging Out with Pig and Pals.
Yes, we do.
And that is on Coffee Can Alley on Facebook. And it is a hoot, and it's a treat, and it's a lot of what for. It's about 20 minutes, a lot of antics, a lot of puppets, all improvised. And I highly recommend it. And it streams on Storytime with Donna Vee.
Oh, okay. Repeat that again, the time and where we find it one more time.
All right. So it's roughly 12, sometimes 1 o'clock, but Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Okay.
And it's on Facebook.com/Coffee Can Alley.
Okay.
I think. And, but it also streams on Hanging Out with Storytime with Donna Vee.
Okay.
On her
and when
page.
it streams at 12:01 on your page, Donna, so they can find it there, correct?
Yeah. So basically, if anybody's already liked the Storytime with Donna Vee page because they're watching Storytime, we decided to work together so that there's more content.
It's
So
fantastic.
it's not just the Storytime; it's also Natty.
Coffee Can Alley. I love that. How weird it's like Coffee Can Alley. Yum Ya's taking off at a coffee place.
Yeah,
coffee
and I don't even drink coffee.
Manifesting.
I don't even drink coffee.
That's crazy. That's crazy exciting. You know what else is exciting, Natty?
What?
That we're going to do this story. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it is.
What are we going to do?
Candy Matson is a private eye played by the Donna Vee, who's done it beautifully and has grown quite a fan base for Candy Matson. I do have to say.
I'm glad that Candy's almost done. Like, we're done.
I know. I'm going to try to search for more Candy because there's more Candy. I just have to be able to find her. But hold
on. This is streaming on the Facebook, correct?
Yes, it's on Facebook. Tell everyone what it's on, Don.
What are we going to do?
Candy Matson is a private eye played by the Donna Vee, who's done it beautifully and has grown quite a fan base for Candy Matson. I do have to say.
I'm glad that Candy's almost done. Like,
wow. Are we in a time-space continuum? Are we in the vortex? What's happening?
I just went over to share, and then I got confused also. I was like, wait, didn't we just do this?
Yeah, that's
so I just shared it on my timeline because I'd forgotten.
Wow.
So we are on my personal page. We are on Camp Quarantine. We are on Tracy Locke Comedy. We are on Girls Gone Green. We are on, what is this one? Quarantine. Oh, I put us up on Quarantine Dating.
Oh, Quarantine Dating. Beautiful.
Because I figure if people are out there and they're lonely and they're looking to date, you know what? They can go to Cedar Beans and have a good socially distanced date.
Yum ya.
And get some yum ya.
So the most fun thing with yum ya, I don't know if you picked up, but when you say it, you can just go, yum ya.
Yum ya.
And I like when he was eating it, I'd be like, yum ya.
Yum ya.
We need to promote that and do a commercial for it on Storytime with Donna Vee.
You definitely do.
Mine is blown right now. And we're also live on YouTube on both Girls Gone Green and Donna Vee Comedy and on Periscope.
Oh, right. So we're all over the map. Basically, we're everywhere in the world, Natty. So you better do a great job. Now,
everywhere you want to be.
That's right.
Now, I'm going to be reading it from my cell phone because I don't know. Every time I tried to send it to...
I sent it to your computer as well.
I know, but it's making me do this downloady thing, and I don't know how to do that.
I got stuff in my pocket.
Download and see if it just goes right up and you can erase it after it.
So right now it says accept. I'm accepting it from the text. He sent it through Messenger, and I don't even know where it went. I guess it's in a file.
You're in an Apple, right?
Yeah.
Go to open up a folder, like a little folder, and then there's a little search bar in there.
Oh, I found it.
Found it. Oh, but she died in the process.
Oh,
knocked her out. I know what. She went into the third dimension. I was like,
yes. And then
you pushed her into the third dimension with that.
That's my fault.
Well,
Tracy,
Natty,
how have you been? You've been making wonderful things.
I thank you. I too have been busy. I haven't been doing exciting yum ya, which I would have loved, but I've been doing music videos, as you know, and trying to do as much sketch as possible. Have you done any shows, by the way? Stand-up shows?
I have. Oh, hi, Donna.
Hey, we thought you went into the third dimension.
I'm so red. I had no idea. All of a sudden, I heard you go, found it. And then I clicked on the link and everything was gone. I'm like, I didn't know how to work.
You went into a black hole, but now you're back out. What did you see in there?
Oh my God, that was so scary. I thought I lost you guys.
No, we're here. But Natty was about to tell us. Natty, have you done stand-up?
I've done some stand-up. It was weird. The first couple months, I was doing it a lot more, and then it kind of went away.
Right.
And now in September, I've got a couple of shows.
Are they live or are they Memorex?
One is streamed and one is supposed to be live.
Okay, so you have not done a live show yet. Correct. Right.
No.
Donna, you haven't done live yet, have you?
No, but I have something in the works that just happened, which I didn't not say anything to anybody. It's in the very, very baby stage, and it will definitely be something that if it happens, I will let.
Yeah, I'm kind of terrified.
I don't want to tell you a secret, but I have a really big thing.
Well, I can't say it. I'm not going to say it on screen.
No, just say no. I haven't done a live show. Then we won't know anything about it. I haven't done a live show,
but I have something in the works.
Okay, did you get that, Natty? Did you write it down? Don't tell anyone. Donna, you're
no.
So
everybody can know. Everybody can know. I was approached by somebody. That's all I'm going to say.
You get approached by a lot of people, I've noticed. It's kind of creepy.
I don't know what it is, but
okay, you can't leave it at that. That was like way too much information. You should just say no.
When we get off the air, I could tell you privately. Isn't that
okay. So we're in.
I look like I have the mumps with the pros.
You look really good. I love it. All right, wait. I have to tell Natty. Natty, I know you haven't had much time to look at the script.
I need to know my parts too.
We're telling everyone what Natty's playing. Natty will be playing tonight. We're going to challenge him. We're giving him not 2, but 3 characters. Usually we only give people 2 characters, Natty. But I felt you could handle it. You're playing Mallard, Inspector Mallard. You're Detective Mallard. I'm sorry. Detective Mallard, you are playing the inspector, and you are playing Middle Eastern Testman. So this should be very, very exciting. Donna. This should be a
stretch for you, Natty.
Yes. Donna, you are playing Candy, of course, and an officer. So you're playing officer and you are playing Candy. I will be playing Rembrandt, the announcer, and Zoma. So what we are doing tonight, which I'm very excited, Candy, we love you. We've gotten so many exciting people love Candy Matson. They want it to go on and on. So we'll find more Candy scripts. But Candy, this one is called The Egyptian Amulet. And it's from October 23rd, 1950. Candy, how you feeling tonight?
Number 23.
Yep, it's 23. Your number's here. October 23rd, 1950. How you like them apples?
I love them apples. Should I get a hat for the detective?
Yeah, you're the officer. Officer Krupke, we really love you. And Natty, is Natty having second thoughts? Are you having second thoughts or stage fright? What's happening?
No, I'm setting up I'm getting all my costumes ready so that I can quick change.
I love he's getting costumes ready.
This is awesome. All right, well, do you guys need to do any breathing exercises before we start?
Yum ya, yum ya, yum ya,
yum ya, yum ya, yum ya.
I love it.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, our
ladies and gentlemen,
perfect, right? Everything's perfect tonight.
Everything is perfect. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from Girls Gone Green. I now bring you Candy Matson, Yukon 2-8209 with the Egyptian Amulet. Dun 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 dun.
Hello, Yukon 28209. Yes, this is Candy Matson.
Candy Matson, she's our gal. Everybody loves that Candy girl. She solves every mystery that she's in. What will happen tonight? You must tune in. Candy.
Oh my God. This is going to be crazy because I don't know how to work the computer and I just got to the last page. I don't know what's happening. Oh, I could use this button. Okay, got it. All right, hold on.
Candy is the girl that you will love. Okay. Tune in to see what Candy's about. No, what are you doing, Candy? Candy, you're Candy first.
Oh, Okay, Inspector. No, wait. Am I not?
No, you're right. You're right. I'm wrong.
Oh my gosh.
Candy, 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 here she comes. It's about to start. Don't move your part. Here comes Candy down the hallway now.
Well, hello there, Candy. How's
wait a
the
minute.
one woman?
You wait a minute. Start again. Candy. You're Candy and the officer.
Oh,
He's
the officer, not the inspector. I'm sorry.
All right, ready? Candy girl, she's our gal. She's gonna find out what's going on. Everybody loves this Candy gal. Put your glasses on so you can see what's going on. Candy!
Well, hello there, Candy. How's the one woman Scotland Yard?
Okay, Inspector. If business was any better, you fellows could all retire on your big fat pensions. Is Mallet in his office?
Oh, sure. I just left him there. He's working on a deal, but it's all right.
Oh, a deal? Oh, I wouldn't want to bother him then.
No, it's all right. When last observed, he was perched neatly on the horns of a dilemma.
Ouch. Well, in that case, I better go, Inspector.
All righty-o. We'll drop around any time. High heels sound so much better than flat feet.
Oh, thank you, sir. Good morning, Lieutenant Mallet.
Candy, for Pete's sake, I wish you would knock when you come on in here.
Why?
Well, I might have been,
What, Mallet dear?
asleep or something. Well, now that you're in, why don't you pull up a chair and sit down a spell?
I heard you were busy.
You heard I was busy, and so then you just barge right in?
I can always barge right out again, you know.
No. Now, you stick around, all right? I have done all I can for right now.
What have you got? A murder?
In homicide, I'd be working on a purse snatching? Here, take a look. Now, you ever seen anything like that before?
Nope. Looks like a small medallion of some kind.
I don't think so. Now, near as I can figure, it's the symbol of an order or maybe a cult. Now, you recognize the characters on it?
They seem to have an Egyptian flavor.
That was my thinking, too. Now, however, I'm not an Egyptologist, you understand?
You could always take it over to the University of California.
The University of California?
What's wrong with that?
Well, I'd be like cutting off my own nose, you understand? I've got Sanford and 6 points in the big game.
After what UCLA did to them?
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
From now on, I will knock before I come in here. And if I get an answer, I'm going to leave.
You've got a point there.
Oh, I know I have.
No, I mean about talking over this with the university.
Hey, wait a minute. Why didn't I think of that before?
What?
Oh, Rembrandt, he has a brushing acquaintance with the Egyptian language and writing.
Rembrandt? Watson? Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
No, I'm not. He spent quite a bit of time in Egypt before the war. Come on, get in the car. We'll drive over to his place, and I got to see him anyway.
I'm sorry, Candy. No can do. I've got to be in Judge Wallach's court in 10 minutes.
Well, then let me have it, and I'll take it over to him. If Rembrandt comes up with anything, I'll report right back.
Okay, now just don't lose it. That is all.
Oh, why? Can't you get another one?
Not like this particular one, we cannot. We took it off of a body of a woman that they found floating last night in Stowe Lake.
Oh, Stowe Lake in Golden Gate Park?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a charming place to take your last bath. Oh, I almost forgot what I even came here for to begin with. Here's the book I borrowed from you, Mallet dear.
Book? Now, which book is that exactly?
Latest facts and figures on the rise and fall of crime throughout the Western Hemisphere, plus a comprehensive digest on criminal trends in the United States as compiled by police departments of major cities throughout the country.
Oh, well, thank you. Did you get anything from it?
The book? Heck no.
You just froze there, dear. Are you okay?
Candy freezes sometimes in the show.
Worried about her.
There's nothing more to worry. So go ahead, Candy.
Candy, dear, did you get anything from that book I gave you?
I slipped the medallion into my coin purse, slipped the coin purse into my handbag, slipped Mallet a peck on the cheek.
No, Candy, but go back.
Candy, I said, oh, thanks. Did you get anything out of that book?
Oh, we're reading that? I'm sorry. The book? Heck no. I just barely managed to get through the title.
Candy is gonna be fine. She's gonna do something. Just keep on watching. You'll find out what Candy is up to. Stay tuned and she will show you too. The National Broadcasting Company presents Candy Matson, Yukon 28209.
I slipped the medallion into my coin purse. I slipped the coin purse into my handbag. I slipped Mallet a peck on the cheek and slipped out of the Hall of Justice. I climbed into my car and drove over to California Street, opposite of Old St. Mary's Cathedral, almost bordering a little alley facing St. Mary's Square. It is there that a very old friend of mine lives, Rembrandt Watson, the eminent Pacific Coast photographer.
Oh, I'm so glad you came by, Dove. Today of all days, I need the firm stanchion of your friendship upon which to brace myself.
Rembrandt, what on earth are you even talking about?
Never has the weight of gloom rested so heavily on my shoulders. Never has the mantle of depression hung over my head as it does now.
Oh, put the hand back in the icebox. What gives here, Ducky?
You are gazing upon a man bereft of a home.
You mean you're being evicted?
Not yet, but one must face eventualities.
Can't you pay your rent? Is that it?
Oh, don't be silly. I have plenty of money.
Well then, in heaven's name, why the Hamlet routine? What do you mean you're going to be evicted?
Well, simply this, girl. A bunch of uncouth varlets are going to build an underground garage on the square next door. Can you imagine? May I ask what is so funny?
Well, you probably won't have to move. Chances are they'll never touch this building.
But think, Candy, the dirt and the noise.
Well, I've never known either one to affect you before, Rembrandt.
It's not me myself I'm thinking about. It's Henry, my Great Dane. All those steam shovels and riveting machines, they're apt to give Henry a nervous stomach. You know what that looks like.
Oh, and Donna Great Dane, that's something.
Yes, isn't it? And here's something that'll prove I'll be evicted. Look at this morning's paper.
Mm-hmm.
Right down here.
Preliminary to construction of the garage beneath St. Mary's Square was approved yesterday by the Board of Supervisors Finance Committee. The project, recommended by the San Francisco Parking Authority, involves the use of St. Mary's Park subsurface area and 7 adjacent parcels of privately owned property in the area bounded by Kearney, Pine, California, and St. Anne Streets.
There. Do you see what I mean?
Well, I'd hardly call this a hovel of parcel, but yes, I do see what you mean. Well, what are you going to do about it?
What can I do about it? Look for a new place to live is all.
Laddie boy, I'm glad you said that. I've been meaning to have a word with you for quite some time. Now you're doing a whale of a good business. More and more you're catering to an extremely fashionable clientele.
That's true.
It's about time you lived the part. Your photographs are becoming known throughout the country. You couldn't have stayed here with much longer anyway.
But Candy, it has such atmosphere.
That it does, especially when the wind's from the east. Tell you what, You help me out a little deal right now, and I'll spend the rest of the day looking at places with you.
Oh, Candy, will you? I was hoping you'd say that. You're a lamb.
In the spring, I am.
Oh, I get it. Spring lamb. That's funny.
Yeah.
Ooh, I feel much better already.
Attaboy. But before you bound completely out of your skin, Ducky, take a look at this. Wait a minute there.
Fascinating. What is it, an amulet of some kind?
I don't know. That's why I came to see you. What does it say on there?
It's Arabic. Awfully fine print. What did I do with my glasses?
They're on your forehead.
Oh, okay. El Magi, El Hader, El Mostak Balhoun. This one I can't seem to translate. Wait a moment. Oh, of course. Melki. That's it, Melki.
What does it mean, Rembrandt?
Well, I'm not exactly sure of my translation, but I'd take it to read, the past, the present, the future are mine.
That sounds good enough to me. Let me make a phone call, dear, and I'll be right with you. Tell me, Ducky, does that expression mean anything to you? Have you heard it before?
No. There are literally thousands of such sayings in Arabic. It could refer to almost anything.
That's what I was wondering about. Headquarters, DeLucci speaking. Oh, crap. She loves to do this to me. Oh, hello, DeLucci. This is Candy Matson. Is Lieutenant Mallard there? Lieutenant Mallard? No, Miss Matson. He left with a Judge Wallach and the jury on that Happy Dan supermarket killing out of Lake Merced. Probably be there the rest of the afternoon. Okay. Would you write this down for me? Okay. El Magi, El Hader, El Mostic Val, Malachi. And Miss Matson, this is a phone conversation. It's legit. Oh, well, in that case, good night. Thank you. Now you got it? I guess so. Just sign my name to it and put it on Mallard's desk. Will ya? Oh my God. Sure, if you say so. El Magic, yabba jabba jabba. Thanks, DeLucci. Goodbye.
Candy, are you crazy? Mallard won't understand that.
Crazy? No, just the other way around. This is one night I know I'm going to get Mallard to call me.
Candy, you fool, but you're a nice fool. Just having you assure me that moving from here is the right thing to do has removed all my troubled thoughts. It's transformed me, I'd say. Transform me into a blithe spirit.
A blithe spirit? Well, Come on, blithe spirit. Let's go haunt the houses.
Candy and Rembrandt head out the door. Will they be encountering a whole lot more? Find out what's going on when you follow Candy.
Knowing Rembrandt as I do, he's the sort of a man who would open a doll factory across the street from a boys' school. But in this case, I was going to make sure he fit the locale to the business and vice versa. But what was the locale to be? Suddenly I had it. It was a barn type of building out on Octavia Street, just off Pacific. Used to be a dance studio. Somehow or other, I seem to recall a for rent sign on the place. And that's where we went.
What is it, Candy? Looks like this place might have been a stable.
I imagine it was at one time. I do know it was a dance studio for a while.
It's for rent, all right. It's for rental. Hold on a minute. It's for rental, right? There's the sign.
Yes, I hope we can get in. You'll like it, I'm sure. It's just ideal for a photography studio and has plenty of room upstairs for living quarters and a fine big backyard out in back for Henry.
Sounds ideal if only I could see it.
Well, let's walk around to that little wooden bridge at the side. Maybe there's a window we could peek through. If not, we'll run down to the real estate office.
Let's see.
Oh, the outside needs fixing up, but not too much.
No, as a matter of fact, if this place is in any kind of shape at all and the owner is willing to talk business, I might be interested in buying the place.
What?
Well, why not? Now that I'm in the mood, I've saved a fair amount of money in the past year or two.
Oh, here's a window. Pretty dirty. Wait a minute.
Can you see anything, Candy?
A little, enough to give you an idea of how much space you have in the studio itself. Here, take a look.
Oh, it's wonderful. Just perfect. I could do all the portrait work up in front here and put all the equipment in the... Oh.
Ducky, what is it?
I saw a man in there.
Ooh, let's see. Oh, he's motioning to us. Well, I don't understand what he's... There's a door. Down that way, Rembrandt.
Wait. Wait here until I take a look. Yeah, I see one.
Oh, that's what he wants. Come on.
Who do you suppose he is, dear?
Caretaker, maybe? We'll find out.
Was there something you wanted?
We're just looking around. We saw the sign out in front. Are you the caretaker?
No. I'm the owner.
Oh.
Oh, then you live here.
Again? No. There was a fire here last night. I came over to investigate.
A fire?
Yes. There wasn't much damage done. One of the neighbors saw it, and the fire department arrived almost immediately.
Lucky for you. How much rent are you asking?
Well, I'm afraid that you'll have to take that up with the real estate people. I let them handle all of my transactions.
Well, would you be willing to sell?
I might. That's something you'll have to discuss with them, too. That sounds odd, does it not? But much better off if I don't transact my own business.
Sure. Would you mind if we looked around? Mr. Watson here is rather interested.
I'm afraid that is out of the question. You see, the electricity has been turned off. You would have to use matches.
We'll be very careful, sir.
I've got matches right here in my purse.
No. It is impossible. After what happened last night, I'm afraid things might get misunderstood. I could be accused of...
Accused? Accused of what, mister?
I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
I didn't, and neither did you. We have a quaint custom here in the United States.
Not interested in your customs. I'm only interested in keeping my appointment.
Oh, you'll keep your appointment, I assure you. Do you remember high-low, Rembrandt?
Oh, yes. Quaint little device used with a great deal of success on the gridiron.
Yes. Would you like to take high and I'll take low?
A pleasure, really. Now.
Get it on if you can, Rembrandt.
I'm trying. The baker's like an eel.
I think he needs a little persuasion on the head, like so.
Oh.
Oh, dear. I hope you didn't tap him too hard.
No, he just went sleepy by for a little while.
May I ask the reason for this unwomanly outburst on your part, Dove?
Oh, you certainly may, Slugger. Look up there in that beam above us.
Oh, dear. Where's my glasses?
Back on your forehead.
Oh, Now, what do you want me to see?
Up there, a sign on the beam, just barely visible, but you can make it out.
Candy, no. El Magi, El Hader, El Mosaic Bow, Whom Malachi.
Sure, I saw it when we first came in. When the boy on the floor mentioned matches, it gave me perfectly natural chance to open my purse and flash the medallion. He saw it all right. He stopped like he had been sapped.
He was.
Twice, yes. Once by the medallion and once by me. I think we've got something, Rembrandt. Come on, let's get to a phone and call Mallard quick. And may I say something, Ducky?
Certainly, dear.
Well, I shouldn't say it, but that was the prettiest high-low I've ever seen.
Candy knows how to throw a punch. Candy, we love her a bunch. How many times have you seen this show? You always want Candy to go, go, go. It's Candy. From the San Francisco, the National Broadcasting Company is presenting Candy Matson, Yukon 28209.
I left my gun with Rembrandt, who by this time was sitting on a little friend. I took off, found a grocery store about 3 blocks down, and placed a call to Mallard. Fortunately, he was in. And after I told him what was happening, he was out again, this time headed for the former dance studio. I ran back to the place, and Sleeping Beauty was showing signs of coming to, with Rembrandt still sitting, riding a choppy sea on the guy's twisted chest.
I am so glad you're back, girl. My steed is beginning to buck a bit, and I did want to avoid smacking him on the noggin again.
Yeah, I don't blame you. After a while, it begins to hurt. Here, give me the gun, Rembrandt. Thanks. Now stand back. If the Joker tries anything, there's going to be a badminton with bullets for birds.
Did you get Mallard?
Yes, he'll be here in a moment or two.
From the Hall of Justice? That'll be forever.
Who don't know Mallard when he has a chance to play with that siren? He's been snapping out of it.
I think I miss. You will regret exceedingly what you have done here.
Maybe so, maybe no. Now, care to tell me about this past, present, and future of mine stuff?
I'm not saying a word.
Oh, does it surprise you that I know the translation? You might as well tell us. You'll have to in the long run.
I have nothing to say, and I mean that.
Oh, I bet you do. Wait a minute. Who is it, Rembrandt?
It's Mallard and his platoon system.
But open the door for them.
Well, now this is cozy. All you would need is a 4th for bridge. Can I kibitz?
Oh, he's all yours, Foot Flats.
Okay, get 'em, boys. Let's go.
Hey, wait a minute. You haven't seen the building.
The building can wait. This cookie is hot, and I want to keep him that way. Like I said, boys, take him away. Get him to that big hall of justice.
Now Mallard's a tough guy. He took care of business. Candy's still there. What will happen to her? Keep tuning in, cause Candy Matson's on the crime just in time.
1, 2, 3, O'Leary, and we were there at the jailhouse on Washington Street. I told you I got smudges on my glasses. 4, 5, 6, O'Leary, and our lad was whisked away into the inner sanctums for a pleasant little game called Information, Please. 7, 8, 9, O'Leary, and Mallard was back in his office snorting fire at me. And when he snorts fire, Sister Susie, it's frightening.
What are you trying to do? Have the whole city administration down my neck?
Why, Mallard, what do you mean?
I'll tell you what I mean. We have just arrested a man who is completely in the clear. He can shoot the works at us, sue us for false arrest.
Wait a minute, something's off the beam here. What's his name?
His name is Tessman. Al Tessman.
How do you know he's in the clear?
Because we checked just now. He's been a respectable citizen of San Francisco for over 20 years. Owns a lot of real estate around this town. Got a fine reputation, excellent credit, the works. And you have to go and stir up a hornet's nest?
I don't know what to say.
I do. You need to go home and you need to stay there. I have a hunch that this guy is going to go and press an assault and battery charge against you and Rembrandt, and he's got every legal right to do it, too.
Yikes. I wonder how I'll look in stripes.
Is Candy going to jail? Find out if she's going to jail. Just stay tuned if she's going to jail. Stay tuned to Candy.
Mallard was just plain out and out sore. Judging the mess on its face value, he was entitled to be sore. But I'm not the gal to take things on face value. That sign on the beam out in that old studio definitely had a link with the inscription on the amulet. I was sure of it. And I was sure that Tessman was a link too. So I fell back on the private eye's first lesson, how to shadow a suspect. The use of doorways, trees, buildings, shrubs, fences, and etc. So hiding behind and etc., I waited outside the Hall of Justice until I saw Tessman leave the building. All he did was snag a cab and disappear into the apartment house on the top of Clay Street. I checked the ground floor and found there were only 3 outlets: the main entrance, the service entrance along the side, and the garage around the corner. I parked across the street where I could see him from all 3, and I waited and waited and waited. About 2 a.m., I figured Tessman had hold it up for the night, so I went and got myself a nice little jolt. My penthouse was a mess. It looked like a senior grade monsoon had ripped through the place. It stacked up that Tessman couldn't have done it. So there must have been somebody else who wanted in on that act. As far as I could tell, nothing was missing. So I straightened up as best I could and I hit the sack. The alarm went off at 5 o'clock the next morning, and I struggled into my clothes, drove over to Rembrandt's place, rustled them into my car, and we took off.
You're mad, Candy. Positively mad. What's the idea of waking me up in the middle of the night?
It's not the middle of the night, Ducky. It's morning. Remember, the early birds get the worms.
For a change, I'd like to see the early worm get the bird. What are we doing gallivanting about like this?
Putting the shadow on Tessman.
Is he the worm?
Oh, one of them, in spite of the fact that Mallard whitewashed him, here we are.
How lush, the Blake Essex.
Well, we'll just park here. Hunch down in your seat, Ducky. I hardly imagine our worm is departed yet.
Will Candy find the right guy, or is he wrong? Stay strong, Candy, stay strong.
Half an hour passed by, just as the sun peeked over the East Bay hills and scattered its own bright rays on the water of the bay. A car backed out of the Blake Essex garage. It was Tessman, all right. He wheeled the car down Clay Street, and we followed. He turned left on Taylor, and again, when he reached Pacific, I had a hunch where he was going. He crossed Van Ness Avenue, and we did likewise. That was when Rembrandt spoke up.
I hate to mention it, dear, but I think the shadows are being shadowed.
How do you mean?
I've looked behind several times, and there seems to be a car following us.
Just a coincidence. I wouldn't worry about it. Look, our boy's turning onto Octavia, just as I thought he was returning to the studio.
What do we do now?
Go as slowly as we can, give him the time to park the car, get inside the building, and then we go after him.
Are you sure you know what you're doing, Candy?
Nope.
Oh, well then, it's all right.
We'll go past Octavia and Laguna and down to Broadway and come back from the other direction. That should do it. Now, to double back along Broadway.
I dislike being repetitive, girl, but the car is still following us.
Well, there's nothing like a showdown. Here we are at Octavia. Let's find out. Look, across the street, at the studio, out in the front there, bags of cement, sand, and a pile of bricks.
That wasn't there when we left yesterday.
Nope.
Here's our friend Candy, if he is.
Well, I'm going to find out about it right now.
Please, Miss Matson, remain seated in your car. He has a gun, Candy.
That's a naive observation, Rembrandt. Looks more like a cannon to me.
I assure you, I won't hesitate in using it. Now, if you and Mr. Watson will get out in an orderly manner and walk across the street into the studio, there will be no trouble.
Looks like we have no choice. Come on, Ducky. This should be great sport.
What's gonna happen to Candy now? Things are getting hairy with Candy now. Go, Candy, go. We believe in you. Ding.
When you have a gun that size poking you in your nose, it's easy to be convinced. We walked across the street and into the studio. Even with the brilliant morning sunshine outside, the place was dark and grim. And Tessman, lad, well, he was waiting to meet us, wearing the very latest in smirks.
Just as you planned, Master.
It was so easy. They fell into a trap beautifully, and now they shall feel no pain. To work, Tessman. There can be no further delay.
Yes, Master. It shall be done.
He called me Master, and that is as it should be. Now, Miss Matson, now that you've so conveniently returned to our shrine, the amulet, please.
I haven't got it. I left it at home in another purse.
It wasn't at your place last night.
Ah, so you're the character who wrecked my apartment.
That is right. And now, if you will be so kind as to empty your purse on the table there. You better do it, Candy.
Yes, there seems to be no alternative.
Yup.
Now the coin purse, please.
Cling, 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 cling.
Ah, yes, the amulet. Thank you.
There's a streetcar token too. You could have that if you want it.
In the past, the present, the future are mine. Mine, Miss Matson. An old saying of one of the ancient pharaohs. I adopted for myself. Rather brilliant, wouldn't you say?
I'd say you need a new scriptwriter.
Now, I shall tell you about your future. This building, being on a hill, was built on solid rock foundation. My faithful servant Tasman is an expert stonemason. You see that chamber-like affair hewn into the rock? Tasman is going to build a brick wall across it. You are going to be sealed inside, also like the ancient pharaohs. Only it will take you more than a Howard Carter or a Lord Caravan to discover you. Will Candy make it out alive? It's getting kind of scary. Candy, keep yourself alive. This is getting pretty hairy. Candy.
The guy was a madman, and a madman usually keeps his word. Tessman went to work. Little by little, the ceiling wall of bricks took shape. Once, I pressed my hands against the bricks. They must have been using a fast-hardening mortar mix of some kind. The wall was as firm as the ages. Zoma smiled. Ooh. Finally, there was an opening just large enough to crawl through, and that's when Zoma spoke up.
Enough, Tessman. I will complete the work.
As you will, Master.
My mission here is finished. You three are the only ones who know about me. And so, I shall destroy all evidence and move on to newer fields. Tessman, in you go.
What? Master? No, no. I've served you faithfully.
I said get in.
No, I won't die. I won't. Not even for you.
What? That fool. The future belongs to me. You two get him.
What?
Shove him into the tomb now.
Oh.
I trust that you won't be quite so idiotic. Suffocation isn't too unbearable. I think that I should call this the Tomb of the Wayward Three. Yes, that will be good. Is he in?
Yes.
Very well, you may follow.
Go ahead, Rembrandt. I'm sorry I got you into this.
Oh, my Candy, that's all right. Now for the final act, the complete obliteration. Ah, yes. People all over the world have lost their way. They struggle in the darkness. It is up to me to bring them the truth. For after all, El Maji, El Haida, El Mastakbal, Harmache, all mine.
Wow. Well, what about the woman you dumped into Stowe Lake, Zoma?
A very generous lady. She contributed over $15,000 to the cause. But then the poor thing began to doubt me. Said something about going to the authorities. Most unfortunate. It was then that even I, Zoma, made a mistake. I forgot about the amulet I had given her, and she was still wearing it on her neck. I will not make that error again. And now, like the final toast to life, the last prick. Sleep well, foolish ones, forever.
Get your hands straight up in the air, Mac.
What? You desecrator.
I said, get your hands up.
I will like this.
Candy, where are you?
Over here, Mallet, behind the brick wall.
A fine thing. That's all I gotta say. Running around and messing things up, boy. He's got you really tucked away, hasn't he?
Come on, Mallet, get us out of here. We can hardly breathe.
We?
Rembrandt and I.
Oh no.
Your pal Tessman is past breathing.
Boy, you sure can do it, can't you, Candy? I think I ought to leave you in there. You almost messed this whole thing up.
I did? How?
Oh, why do you think that we released Tessman?
Tessman.
Yeah, I know. Ali Tessman, but I like to call him Tessman because it was the first lead that we got on this joke of Zoma, and we've been after him for months now.
Why?
Well, playing on the superstitious people with a yin for the occult, we had nothing to do until we fished that woman out of Stowe Lake with the amulet around her neck, and then you have to go and stick your pretty nose into the picture.
What about Tessman?
Well, up until he met Zoma, he was okay, doing quite well in real estate, and then along came the master. Tessman turned over the studio to Zoma to use as a temple, and then after that, he dumped the tomato into Stowe Lake. Zoma realized that he'd have to liquidate his affairs and get the pajamas to other parts of the country. With you and Rembrandt making like cops and robbers all over the place, he knew that he had 3 people to get out of the way, and he almost got away with it too.
But how did you get here when you did?
That was sheer luck, Cupcake. I was only returning to make a routine checkup on this joint, sister. You were lucky.
You can say that again.
All right, sister. Are you?
Oh,
On second thought, though, maybe you aren't.
what do you mean, Mal dear?
Well, if it's one thing I can't stand, it's an interfering woman. I think that maybe I will just leave you in there.
No.
Irene, good night.
Oh,
Irene, good night.
you can't do this, Malin. You just can't do this.
Irene, good night.
Get us out of here.
Now, okay, on one condition.
Sure. What is it?
You promise me that you'll go to a Roy Acuff movie with me tonight.
Roy Acuff movie? What do you think, Rembrandt?
A fight worse than death.
Oh, that's what I thought so, too. So long, Malin. On your way out, just stealing the last brick, will ya?
Candy chooses to stay inside. Instead of going to the movie, she'd rather die. Listen again next week at the same time for excitement and adventure. Just dial.
Oh, Candy Matson, Yukon 28209.
The part of Tessman was played by John Grover. Zoma was Lou Tobin. Henry Leff is heard as Lieutenant Ray Mallard. And Jack Thomas as Rembrandt Watson. The program stars Natalie Masters and is written and directed by Monty Masters. Bill Brunell creates the sound effects and Eloise Rowan is heard at the organ. Our engineer was Frank Barron. Any resemblance to actual people is purely coincidental. The characters in the story were entirely fictitious. The program came to you from San Francisco. Dudley Manlove speaking. Candy. Candy's our gal and she solves all the problems. Watch Candy every week. This is NBC, the National Broadcast Company. We did it! Oh,
That was great.
That was
I loved
so
your
fun.
characters.
I
Oh
had
my
so much
God,
fun.
Natty Bumpercar. We need to have you on
You're
again.
amazing, Natty.
They were so fun. Isn't that
You-
fun to do?
That was a blast. I loved it.
Yes. I
We
have
love
so
it.
much fun doing it every week. I'm like, these are so great. If we could just get a job doing radio
This?
plays for a living, I would jump on that.
We
It
need to get a keyboard player, a pianist,
Yes.
Yeah.
and
We should have made you the sound effects guy. I didn't even think about that.
yeah. I mean, I'm down. I was a blast. Before I did this, I was looking at everything. I was telling my wife, I was like, "This is such a great concept because there's all these old scripts."
Yes, there's all these old scripts. It's so much fun. You get to be different characters, so the quick change is funny and fun.
Yep.
And it's so much fun to do. And Donna, how much fun is the recurring?
I
Character.
love the recurring character.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
to tell you, we had so many great compliments and people loved it. People are like, this was awesome tonight. People loved you, Natty.
You're amazing. Natty
You-
Bumpercar.
Your voices are amazing.
Yes, they are. So much
I
fun.
loved Candy. I loved
Yeah.
Rembrandt. That was just everybody. That was a blast.
Yeah, that was really fun. That was a really,
Oh.
yeah. You're amazing, Natty. You've got to do this again more often. We need to start. Here's what we need to do.
Like
We
a
need
whole
to-
crew.
We need to start a company
Mhm.
of old school radio. Hey, I just made a company called Old School Radio. I'm writing it down.
See? Yum
Yeah,
Yum.
we were saying that. We were saying it's Girls Gone Green Old School Radio. Yes.
Brought
Yeah.
to you by Yum Yum.
Yes, Old School. And we could do a Yum Yum
That'd be so
commercial.
cool.
Do you know
In the
at the
middle of
end
it?
of my Hanging Out with Pig and Pals, there's a sponsor placard, and it's like Hanging Out with Pig and Pals is brought to you by Cedar Beans Coffee Joint, Salon Gossip, Prop Box Players, Corporate Kids Learning Center, and then Salon M, which is my cousin's salon in Seattle.
Smart.
And so, I mean, it's a nice way to promote
Yeah.
other things. So
Well, we'll have to say, I'm writing it down. This show was brought to you, or what do you say? Say that again. This show,
Hanging Out with Pig and Pals is brought to you by.
okay.
We're gonna have a meeting offline, as the kids say,
Yeah. Okay.
and
But that was amazing. And I think we should start an old school radio company. I'm telling you, and really, really, really do it. I'm saying it out loud so we manifest it. Donna's writing it down as we speak.
she's frozen.
Oh, she is frozen. I thought she was writing it down.
I didn't.
I'm like, she's so
Deep in
into
thought.
it right now.
Yeah, I've never seen Donna quiet for this long. Well, because here's the cool thing is, so you live stream it, but then you also edit it down and you make it into a podcast.
Yeah. But seriously, I mean, I think it would be amazing. People are into it. It's so different and fun. And it's fun. The different fun is that they get to see us doing it, or they could just listen to it, which is even more fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think we have something here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have something here.
We have something.
So we have Yum Ya. You have old school radio plays. I don't think you're ever going to go back to real work, are you? Are you actually working during this, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're kidding.
I have a job. I have the 2 kids, which we're about to start schooling in a couple of weeks. And then all the live streaming. Yeah. But it's,
wow.
I mean, I get so much more done because as much as I miss doing shows, I'm not having to drive an hour and a half to Connecticut or something to do a show.
Well, do you know what's so funny, Natty? Donna and I have talked about this. And I'm like, dude, if we could figure out how to do this kind of stuff, it's such a different feel. And it's so nice to like a company, you know what I'm saying? Like an acting company is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, old school radio, things like that. And just like Yum Ya, I'm sure it's so exciting to be able to just jump on over there, do it, come back.
Yeah.
Is there a ghost in your basement? You're scaring me.
No, my kid is coming down, I think.
You're like, same.
Oh, he doesn't have a shirt on.
Hey now.
Yeah, it's that kind of show. Yeah, I think, is that Donna texting you?
Yeah, she said, I literally just went off. I think she's going to jump back on. I'm not sure. Because can you text her? But you're on your phone, right? Oh, can you text her and just be like, are you going to jump back on? If not, we could go offline, as the kids say, as you say.
She said, I don't know what happened. It literally just went off. Should we, because I have to put him to bed. Should we reconvene at another time soon?
Yes, we should, but you have to leave with our song because people are tuning in for that. So, Natty,
so
all you have to do is say Girls Gone Green, and I'll do the rest. Ready?
Okay.
Girls Gone Green. Coming to you live from quarantine. That's you, Natty.
No. Girls Gone Green.
Natty Bumpercar is the best. You know what I mean? Because we're
Girls Gone Green.
Natty, you are the man. Good night. And thank you,
best.
Everybody that watched. That was
Thank
so
you.
much fun. Tune in next week for Girls Gone Green Old School Radio Show. You'll see Natty again. He's going to be in the company. Are you really frozen?
No,
wow, that was
good though, right?
All right, you better leave.
Thank you. See
All right,
ya.
thank you. You're the best.
You.
Yum ya!
Yum ya. Yum ya. It's still live. Oh, it's still live. Ah!